Hello, good morning, and happy birthday to the April 21st babies out there. We're going to connect and see what messages are coming up here for today for the next 24 hours from whenever you happen to see this video. Maybe it's not April 21st, depending on what part of the world you're in right now, or you might stumble upon this video a year from now. Whenever you might find it, we're setting the intention here for the next 24 hours. For all those who are drawn to this video, what may be coming up, what messages may be coming up from Spirit regarding the next 24 hours. All right, my dears, let's get right on into it. And the card you all have coming up is the Ten of Swords. This is a scary looking card, right? But before you get scared and before you panic, hear me out here. I know that the symbolism here is scary because there's this dude. He's lying face down with all these swords in his back. However, right, the Ten of Swords can come in with the message of like the beast is dead, right? Whatever karmic cycle we've been dealing with, whatever karmic situation we've been dealing with, it's done, and we can forever put it behind us. We can forever be over it and move on with our life. Okay, so some of you have been struggling with karmic cycles, karmic ties, karmic cords that you're finally breaking free from. The Ten of Swords is also a card that sometimes comes up in my readings when you're kind of in a bittersweet situation where there's something in your life and you've outgrown it. And when you first had it, it was a big deal. Maybe it was something that you worked really hard to manifest. So when it actually happened, it was a really big deal for you. But now you've grown and you've evolved and you're moving on to bigger and better things, or to the next phase, or to the next step. And so for this reason, this transition could be a little bit bittersweet. On one hand, you're like, oh, but I have happy memories. Oh, but it was good. Or, oh, they gave me a chance. They gave me an opportunity, and now I'm leaving. And so it can feel a little sad to leave, but also exciting, maybe even a relief, okay? But trying to stay in the situation is unbearable. It's like trying to force yourself into a shoe that's too small. You can't do it. You can't walk like that. And so there could be something that's coming to a close, something that's coming to an end for some of you. Ten of Swords also comes in with the message of sobriety. Some of you are able to finally kick a habit that's been, holding you back for a long time. Now, keep in mind, it does not have to be substance. It does not have to be alcohol or or other substances. It could be a relationship. It could be a hobby that we've gotten obsessed about. It could be some way in which we escape our feelings by throwing ourselves into an interest or a hobby or something that seems productive, like being a workaholic or something along those lines that other people might see as very productive, but it's our way of trying to repress things. So you're no longer repressing things, you're no longer numbing yourself, and you have a good system in place to keep you from being tempted to fall into self-medicating patterns. Now, I have a very specific message for some of you. It's not going to be for all of you, but for some of you. The cycle that some of you are breaking out of is the hustle mentality, the hustle and grind, right? I'll sleep when I'm dead. You're breaking out of that. And you're like, life doesn't have to be so hard, and life doesn't have to be about chasing money. I can do what I do with joy, and abundance can flow to me in all of its different ways, in all of its different forms. And so some of you might be changing this mindset of like hustling and grinding and pushing yourself to the limit and the blood, sweat, and tears. You're like, it doesn't have to be so hard. So for some of you, I feel it's a sense here of like changing a mindset. Keep in mind that we're all in different spots in our journey, so this card can come up in different ways for different ones of you. I normally don't pull clarifiers for the daily cards, but I know that this is a card that scares a lot of people, and so for that reason, I do want to pull clarifiers here. I don't want you guys to go, oh my gosh, what's going to happen today? So clarifier 1 for the Ten of Swords. Please show us clarifier 2 for the Ten of Swords. And please show us clarifier 3 for the Ten of Swords. All right. So clarifier 1 is the Ace of Swords. What did I say? I just got chills. Ooh, I just got chills. Those of you that watch my readings, you let me know what I always say about the Ace of Swords. You know. You know. Those of you who are my regulars, you know. The Ace of Swords for me comes up in my readings when the crown chakra is clearing and you're breaking out of false and limited beliefs. What did I tell you? For some of you, it's the hustle mindset. For other ones of you, it might be another false or limiting belief. You're breaking out of that belief. I also feel that for the majority of you, your concept or your idea of success is changing. Whatever standard you were measuring yourself by is changing, and your standard of success is changing, and so your goals may be changing for some of you. The next card that's coming up here for a clarifier is the Justice card. This could be Libra energy. If you're a Libra, you may be coming into your power. If you have Libra placements, there could be big changes or big shifts happening for you in those areas of your life. The Ten of Swords can indicate that you were blocked in that area of your life, and now the block is being lifted. The block is being moved. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra in a significant agreement or breaking out of a karmic cycle with a Libra. Okay, because we do have a Libra energy here. Now the Justice card is just that justice. It's balancing the head and the heart. It's bringing in the spirit of the law with the letter of the law, merging the two, and learning to listen to our heart, but to do it in a logical way, in a way that's going to be productive, in a way that's going to be successful, because we're bringing logic into it, we're planning into it, justice, balance, agreements, contracts, all that good stuff. So maybe coming into new contracts and new agreements as you're breaking out of old contracts and old agreements that no longer serve you. Ace of Cups, how beautiful. Ooh, I just got chills again. Okay, so Ace of Cups, a lot of you have heard me say this. Ace of Cups has a special meaning for me. Traditionally, this is like a new home, a soulmate, true love, emotional fulfillment, emotional contentment. So a lot of you are moving in that direction as you're closing out the old cycles and the things that no longer serve you. But the Ace of Cups makes me very excited, because for me in my readings, the Ace of Cups tends to come up when you're turning over a karmic leaf. You've learned your lesson. You're like, no matter how many times I break up with people, I always end up dating the same kind of slimy person. They just have a different face and a different body, but it's the same person inside. Or no matter how many times I find a new job, I'm dealing with the same shady people or the same disrespect, right? No matter how many times you change, it's the same situation. When I see Ace of Cups, you're turning that karmic leaf. You've learned your lesson. You've figured out what the red flags are and what to look out for. And you're like, you know what, universe? Life is too short to suffer. Life is too short to be miserable. I am sick and tired of holding space in my life for these negative and toxic situations. The next time those red flags come up, I'm going to spot them from a mile away, and I'm going in the other direction. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. I refuse. I want to be happy. Universe says, awesome, wonderful. Now this person is awake. They no longer need these negative or painful interactions to poke them to wake up. Now that they're awake, they're ready to learn through support, success, love, laughter, creativity, all these happy ways. So a lot of you have been learning through pain and difficult, painful karmic lessons. But now you're coming into a time that you're going to learn from joy. You're switching that. You're changing that. You're turning over that karmic leaf. And now you're learning in ways that feel good instead of ways that are painful. Okay? And some of you, this might also be aligning with a significant soulmate, right? You've had the karmic partners in the past who've ripped out your heart, and now you have a positive karmic soulmate coming in for some of you that's going to make your heart sing and be happy, right? So very happy, very positive energy. You may want to check out the love readings for April. Those are linked in the description. I do have the May love readings up, but I'm not going to link them until we get closer to May. And weekly forecasts are going to be popping up throughout the day for the coming week. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a wonderful day, my dears. Take care. Bye.